I did an internship with one of our main suppliers, a company called National Instruments. And as an intern, I was an AE supporting their partners in the UK, and decided that there was actually an opportunity to start a new partner. So finished university in July, started the company in August 2001. And really since there we've progressed from being a software-only company to actually starting a manufacturing division up in Glasgow. And recently, in the last 12 months, we've actually started our R&D division.
Daniel, George and I have done a number of projects through the Knowledge Exchange team, things like concept and feasibility studies, and through that became aware of the KTP programme. And by pure chance, we're at an industrial conference in the US with one of our strategic partners and a partner of TBG. So we bumped into Paul Rowlandson at the conference. He talked about his interest in expanding into R&D, but didn't have the expertise in-house to do it. He described this need with where we've got oil pipelines, the need to protect them against theft and loss of oil. And he said, I need communications expertise.
The problem they face in Nigeria predominantly, although this activity has now happened in the UK, is very much from organised crime in Nigeria, where they'll live tap a live oil or petroleum pipe, and then they'll bring up a barge and basically siphon off oil as it's actually flowing down the pipe. When we first started looking at the financial problem, Nigeria were losing $5 billion a year in theft. This now, 4 or 5 years on, they're now $9 billion a year. So it's a massive, massive issue.
The project was to develop a pipeline monitoring system that would monitor oil pipelines for people trying to steal oil from the pipelines. And it does that by monitoring vibrations in the pipelines via a series of nodes placed at intervals along the pipeline.
I think there's two big areas of challenge in this project. One is you're going to try and put electronics in harsh environments. The other challenge is how do you actually get the data out of these systems that are in remote locations, get it back to a central location where it can be analysed, and then you can act on those decisions you get out the software. And that's where we at the university were able to contribute the sort of wireless communications, satellite communications, GPS positioning expertise.
I think it's great that the KTP is actually set up so that the research associate is very much part of the company. So it's great that they're employed by the university and they are fully supported by the university and all of the resources that brings. But actually on a day-to-day basis, they're not based at the university, they're based out in the company and learning within the company and also being integrated into the company, because one of the great things about the KTP as a success is if the research associate is employed at the end.
The KTP actually finished October, so that was a 2-year KTP with our associate. During June, we actually started applying for a Smart Award to take it from a prototype feasibility benchtop base to actually looking to deploy or build and deploy 6 live systems. We were awarded a Smart Award in July. So now our associate has actually joined us full-time.
My new role is as a senior R&D engineer, and part of that means like working in TBG's R&D department on all their projects and lending the expertise I have and that I've gained through the KTP. Personally, for me, the KTP had loads of benefits. The most obvious ones are the personal development and the training that I got while I was working on the KTP. We've got a wall of certificates outside and I've got the most certificates. So this means I've got like a very impressive CV.
Working with Manchester on the KTP, I think, has opened the eyes of TBG Solutions to the opportunities of getting involved with universities. TBG Solutions is a small company, an SME. We rely on high-tech solutions and high-tech products for our business. But because of our limited numbers, there's a limit to what we can do in-house without assistance from outside bodies. And Manchester University has been very useful in providing high-tech assistance, high-tech advice, and has provided us with an extra resource that we can't provide internally.
I would say the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering has benefited from this activity. Well, 2 ways. I think impact in terms of our research, I think that it's really, really key that as academics we show that the research that we do and we spend time on and research councils spend money on has an impact in the real world. And also the relationship with the companies continue to grow, which is great. You know, we really like that. The fact that we have summer interns, so we have our undergraduates coming over here to get some real work experience. For me, that's absolutely fantastic that my students are coming out into industry, getting some real world experience and then coming back, and they're actually better students when they come back because they appreciate the sort of working environment.
The benefits of the KTP, commercially at the moment, we have got the SMART Award that's just about to start, but we are in early talks with a few companies in Nigeria. So we've actually got 3 quotes out for pilot schemes, which run to about 12 nodes per scheme of a value of about £5 million.
I would definitely encourage other academics to be involved in knowledge transfer partnerships. I think it's very, very important for universities to be involved in business collaborations to be able to contribute to the growth of a business by transferring some of your knowledge into an SME, especially. I think is a very, very good thing to do. And I think it's worked extremely well in this case.